they thought they were. It was the Miami Heat. When they gathered the nucleus of this team together, it was already Dwayne Wade, an all-star. Then Chris Bosh joined. And then LeBron James. They were called the Dream Team. And they had a press conference. When they had the press conference, LeBron stood in front and he says, not one championship. No, not two, not three, not four, not five. And the crowd went wild. It was a settled issue. It was a settled issue. They had the best players. There was no team that could compete with them. And they made it all the way to the NBA Finals last year. And they got beat. I was listening to LeBron at his press conference this year when they won the whole thing. They won it. And he found out he had to suffer. He found out he had to suffer. He says, this last year has been my most painful year in sports. More people talked about it. But the thing that was interesting to me, he didn't blame any of his critics. This is what he said. He said, at the end of last year, I had to look at myself. I'm going to wrap up. He said, I had to look at myself. And he said, I had to change. He said, I had to change how I was on the court, and I had to change how I was off the court. I had to look at myself. I'm going to tell you so often, we get consumed by our critics. We get consumed by the gossip around us, that we are focused on who's saying this about me and who's saying that about me, when it doesn't matter at all. But a lot of times we like to focus on our critics, and we like to focus on the people who are gossiping, so that we really don't have to look at ourselves and judge. So I had to look at myself. And then, as they were going through their playoff run, and when they got to the finals, they played in the Oklahoma Thunder. And the Oklahoma Thunder, they are good. They are young. They are fast. They can keep going. They can shoot. They can do everything. In the first game of the playoffs, Oklahoma beat them. And they beat them so bad that it looked like there was no chance Miami was going to win. And this is what the Miami Heat players began. Are you okay with me? They began to talk to one another. You know what they said? They haven't suffered like we've suffered. They said, we have the sufferings of losing last year and everything we had to go through this year. They don't have it. They have not suffered like we have. They haven't gone through what we have. They look at their sufferings. They look at their sufferings as a benefit. They look at their sufferings as a positive thing that we have learned. Oh, man. Have you ever had some things that hurt you so bad, it was so painful? Is anybody in here, you ever went through something, it was so painful, it felt like your guts were being ripped? And then the way the enemy does, one of the names for the devil is a traducer. And part of the way the traducer does is, he leads you into foolishness, and then once you're there, he pulls the cover